Yo, this is Dorky Diggedy Dave, and we've got some arena to do to knock some of that out, and then we'll probably come back later and try to do another one of those Infinity Stone, not gem, Infinity Stone lines, probably later on around 1 or 2, but right now we've got to get our milestones and keep it popping, so let's go ahead and do it. Learn a little something, take a lesson, learn it all. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream today. And you know what? I don't have any light. Forgot to turn on the light. There we are, light and air. We need light and air. All right, let's just jump right in to the arena. And oh shoot, gotta have the music in there, man. Can't not have music. That's a big no-no. Gotta have that in immediately. Bam, bring that in. Nitro Curse, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the channel. I'm guessing today we had no notifications, but that's fine. It's gonna be hard to get 1,000 likes without notifications, but we'll power through. We'll power right on through. Are we ready for 6 stars? Yes, 6 stars are ready. Missed my schedule there a little bit, but all good. So I'm gonna pop this Red Hulk. I still need to use 2 sets of 5 stars. So we'll get Sakura and we will get Domino. There we go. So that's gonna be my little trifecta for the odd. I guess the odd man out would be Red Hulk is the newest one, but that works out perfectly for my arena grind here. Hope everyone's doing great. I'll what do we have here? We'll put Domino here. Yeah, because she can beat him easily. And then this will go there. This will go here. All right, perfect. Here we go. YKO, what's going on, bro? Ilam Rays, what's happening, man? Let's get a little volume for myself here. Yeah, I really enjoy using Red Hulk, man. I really do. Like, I was happy when I got him. I'm even happier now. He's a lot of fun to use. A lot of fun to use. What's going on, man? Aggie Hark. What's happening, bro? Did you guys get notifications, or did you just happen to come by the channel and see that Dave was live? Done. Yeah, the AI is getting a little bit smarter, man, with this with block break. My block breaks aren't as successful as they used to be. Yeah, very hard to get those, very hard to get the incinerates on a champion that won't block. I need you to block. I need the blocking. That's what I need. Good fortune, saw you were live. You gotta notice, no notifications even though the bell is clicked, was on YouTube homepage. Ah, I see. Naman, oh, thank you very much, bro. Really appreciate that. One day for Nameless Thanos, which champs have a long reach if you can think for intercepting? Venom has a long reach. Angela has a long reach. Let's see, who else? Nebula has a long reach. Mephisto has a long reach, but not as long as you would think with that whip. Like half of it doesn't connect. Proxima does. Corvus does not. Unless you're using a medium, which defeats the whole purpose. Gwenpool does. No, those are just some off the top of my head. Dr. Voodoo has a very, very long reach. And yeah, just off the top of my head, those are some good ones, man. Venom Pool also. Venom is probably one of the best ones. Who else? I think Ultron does as well, but not as long of a reach as you would think. If any of you pay attention to reachability at all, feel free to drop in your thoughts on who has a long enough reach to get the thing done. You know, not a lot of people talked about. They didn't talk about reachability too much until instinctive touch came around. I'm just saying. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. I'm just saying. All right, going up against Dark with Luke Cage. All right, that works. That works for me. Yeah, notification. Either that or my my audience didn't come about this early at 9:44 a.m. Maybe they're all in their cars driving. I tried to get on a little earlier, but I had some morning stuff to take care of. The problem with being consistent when you have a child and you're trying to do something like this is you can't be like work overtakes everything. Cause like when the baby needs something, you gotta get to it. I forgot that was 4. There we go. I know, don't worry, I was playing that sloppy because I had the advantage. Not the class advantage, but I had the advantage. So I could get out there. This one you gotta be more careful with. Because if he smacks you with like a single combo, you're losing a lot of health there. And he's out. And he's out. Early stream today. Yeah, man. Gotta get the early stream out of the way. I didn't wake up early. I would have done it even earlier if I could. I normally try to wake up at 4. But I haven't been able to do that in the last couple of weeks. I've been going to bed later. Like once it passes 11 o'clock, you're not getting up at 4. Not with old man Dave. I don't got those genes anymore. On the plus side, 10 like already. Oh, it's all good, man. 10 likes with 15 watching. I'll take that all day. All day. Did you know that Ronin can parry Yondu on his non-contact attacks, on his projectile attacks? Did you know that? A little did you know about Ronin. Alright, we'll do this. There we go. That works. Travis Mack up to 11. Nice, nice, man. Seek MCOC, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the channel today, man. Carl Ochoada, yeah, backdraft intercepts are not working properly. Well, you know, it was never really like a functionality in the game. There was never a mode or anything called backdraft intercept. That was literally something that I named. I didn't make up the technique of backdraft intercept. Like I put a tweet out. Like, I didn't make it up, but I also wasn't told about it. You know, like, I was just playing, and I was like, hey, you know, if you do this, you know, this works, and I'll call this backdraft intercept. And then I found out, like, most of the pros were already doing that. But backdraft intercept isn't... backdraft intercept isn't just hitting into the block and backing off. It's basically the... it's the act of dashing back and then intercepting a potential pounce from the opponent. And so that is the backdraft intercept in its core. From there, it's how do you get to that situation. If you dash back and they jump at you, if you're fast enough, you can just get at it, right? Or you can bait it out by hitting into their block and backing off. Or you stop your combo early and back off. So those are the 3 ways to get a backdraft intercept, but that isn't the actual backdraft intercept, if that makes sense. Does that make sense, guys? I love light intercepting with Gulk. His reach with that melee weapon is very far. Yes! Oh, you know who's the absolute best? That is Doc Ock. Doc Ock's reach with his light attack is like, it's like out of the screen, it's out of bounds, it's crazy. That is so much fun. I can't wait to get him as like a 6-star or a 5-star. Because I don't really hear a lot of people talking about Doc Ock all that much. I would love to have a Doc Ock just for that reach, man. Just for the reach. That'd be like a Chris Rock dream right there. Every time the opponent tries to pounce me, I light innocent. I would just do that all day long. That's super weird when fighting Yondu in arena while you were, but I hadn't looked up to see you were, then I heard his whistles. Ah, nice. Nice, yeah, man, I really want a high level Doc Ock. Actually, I want all the champions that everybody thinks sucks. That's the kind of dude I am. I want that. Like, I don't really want like the best of the best. You know, I do want a Ghost. You know, I tried to get Sim Supreme, you know, because I want to play with them because they're cool. But I actually like having champions that everybody thinks sucks. Because that gives you a chance to not only hone your own skills, but it gives you a chance to get to know that champion, see if there's any combinations that work. I love the testing. I love experimentation. You know, a lot of people didn't really care for Nebula, you know, and then I got Nebula and I was like, Nebula's freaking awesome. And then I might get a champion that sucks and I'll be like, yeah, it sucks. So, you know, that's the downside to that. There she's out. Always pick the fights against a 6-star on the arena. It rewards more battle chips and go. What did I pick? I just picked the hardest. Because it's 6 stars, yeah, there is that, but it's more about the PI of the champion and less about the rarity. Once I get it at 345, first I'll go for my 5.3 initial run. Oh, you guys are having your own internal conversation. Going for 3-star Ronin in arena. How many points do I need to get him? Usually those champions are what, like 1.6, something like that. Kai Ringer, oh, thank you very much, man. Sorry, I didn't see that earlier. Looks like that was there for a little while. Ronin or Ronan? Ronin. That's so confusing. Ronin. We're talking about the Inron. Inron or Anron? I just don't even. All right, so this means at about 9:30 I can tap these guys again. I hate when I push it out late. I like to try to get these guys at like 4 in the morning, so I knock one out at 4 and the other one at like 4 in the afternoon. But sometimes, you know, I'm off my balance. All right, well, let's knock this out. I didn't get to do arena last night. I only got to do arena once yesterday. With the exception of doing 6 stars at around like, well, I guess 9:30. So let's knock this out. I'm gonna get 4 mil, bring the other 5 stars into the featured. Which, you know what, I did 4.5 million like a week ago, and I got the 1,000 shards, man. So I was like, huh. I wonder if there's more people up in that pool now. Face mask bleed guy or blue hammer guy? We're talking about face mask bleed guy. Emma or Iceman? Who's better for utility? It depends, man. Emma can hit really, really hard, but her utility turns on and off during the fight, so you've got to kind of keep an eye on that. I prefer Iceman. I really love playing with Iceman because he has a constant immunity, but it's three. It's bleed, poison, and incinerate, where Emma is basically immune to everything, but not at all times. So you got to be careful with that. But she's really great, man. and her damage potential is up there, but Iceman's damage potential is up there too. Just a lot of people don't notice it. A lot of people don't notice it because she's, no, sorry, not she's, because it's all like tick damage, little by little. You don't get to see this great big burst damage, you know? Hyperion or Medusa for a generic. I mean, you really can't go wrong with either one. I would take a look at your synergies to help decide. Oh, that's right, that's right. You're a little invisibility. Can't stop me. I'm Daredevil. Wow, what a fantastic use for Daredevil there. What's the matter? What's the matter? I can still see you. Totally forgot about that. I could act like I knew that, and that's why I set the fight up, but I'm gonna be honest and say that I didn't. I just got that fight by luck, but I remember that. I remember that. Very nice. I would love to watch your stream now, but I have to learn for school. Kai Ringer, that's all good, man. Learning is paramount. Don't forget to learn outside of school, too. Just coming from coming from that guy that didn't like school all that much. I failed dismally using Emma on Biohazard. Ah, yeah, it just takes a little bit knowing her, just kind of knowing her pattern in her, there's another word that I was looking for. Pattern? Flow? No, not flow. Not that one. Rhythm? Rhythm! There we go. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. Himanshu, what's going on? I went for Vision's first offer, didn't have enough units for the second. I hope it's worth it and somehow I can awaken him in the future with a gem or an offer like this. Yeah, man, there's no rush. I was literally in no rush. I was in no rush. These guys are just overly generous is what happened. Overly generous, and they would not let me just ride out. They're like, no, Dave, we got to, we have to help you. And so, as you saw, the kindness of the subs is quite amazing. Chink. Don't even need to build the poise. Travis Max says, go with hype then. Let's see, did I miss the answer? Where is it? Where is it? 4-star. I didn't see anything else. 4-star. Had it for a while. You said go for Hyperion. I mean, I tend to like Hyperion better. I think he's more fun to play. Just me. Got it. I need more practice against him specifically. We do all heavies. Yeah, that was sloppy. That was sloppy. I'm doing all heavies, not heavy and dex, which is a whole lot easier. Just doing all heavies, so you're just lifting up. I gotta get to know his animations a little better. Okay, that's enough. That's the super amazing, efficient, and proficient AI. I went twice. I wasn't. If I did it a third time, he would have parried and then beaten me. So I just backed off and said, forget it. Because I don't want to lose those points. It's a lot of points. Dave, are you going to do a tutorial about Quake using all heavies? I mean, you know, it really comes down to the same techniques that are in the actual tutorial. But yeah, I would do one that's all heavies. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can. Once I've mastered, there has to be something that clicks in order for me to make a tutorial. And while I know how to do it, I don't know how to teach it yet in a way that will be an effective tutorial. That's how I look at things. That's usually what takes so long to get a tutorial out. But when you get the tutorial out, you usually don't. There usually aren't very many questions on the tutorials afterwards. New sub, how long have you been playing this game, bro? I've been playing this game from day one. Welcome, here's some welcome confetti for the new sub right here. Take a look at it, love it, watch it, and rain it down. Welcome to the channel, my man. Out of there. A signed bowl and some dorky stream. It's a good morning. Nice, Ronald Hans. You know what? I haven't had an acai bowl in a long time. Maybe I'll get one this weekend. Sorry, bro. Had to interrupt you. That's how you got wrecked at Comic-Con, son. Himanshu. Yeah, man, I read yours earlier. I gotcha. I said, don't worry about it, man. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll get another deal later. Or you might just get an awakening gem if you want that. But for right now, I wouldn't worry about that. You got one, and that's good. No notifications. Well, why can't I speak today? Maybe because I didn't sleep well. Probably. Didn't get enough sleep. Have you ever, or well, you do account video? I don't understand. What do you mean? An account video? Like my account progress video? Yeah, no worries, bro. Don't worry about it. Can YouTube ever fix the bugs? Hey, it's all good, man. It's all good. We do what we can. We do what we can. So we will do that with you, that with you, that with you. Okay, here we go. The thing about YouTube is at some point you have to just keep pushing if you're gonna do it. You know, you're just gonna have to ignore all the problems and just keep moving. The problem with people that do like quality production, that put a little more time into their videos, is that you always run the chance of YouTube just kind of ghosting that video, and you just, you know, it's kind of like a risk, you know. It's like playing the stock market, you know. What looks like a sure shot might just not be in the end. So it tends to discourage you from doing a good job on future videos or putting in, you know, the effort. But at the same time, if you focus too much on that, it could really tear you up and just make you less efficient. You'll just put out less and less and less videos, and the problem compounds. So while it's not fair, you kind of gotta just deal with it, if that's what you choose to do with your life. Good old YouTube. He's out of there. How's the music album coming? Looking forward to it. It's doing well. We worked on the cake song because I was able to find some samples, which was one of the big problems. I couldn't find something to replace that. Yo, Tim O'Connell, what's going on, man? So we were able to work on that on Music Monday. I have the second verse of the Stark Spidey song to finalize. That was already done. With the second verse of Sinister is left. And there's one other thing. One other small thing. And other than that, it's done. So I'll probably launch that very, very soon. The whole like Indiegogo thing, since I don't really have a way to pre-sell the album in any kind of great capacity. Plus fulfillment is just not gonna happen on that large of a scale, if it ends up being that large of a scale. So we'll see. We'll see what happens over the next couple of weeks. But the 25th is my target date. I have to say that you guys who do this for your job are like pioneers. Hopefully in the future there can be a bit more predictability. Yeah, well, I mean, YouTube kind of runs... It sometimes it feels like Kabam's announcements. You know, sometimes they'll announce something and you're just like, what? But at least you get the announcement, you know? You know, they're like, hey, by the way, we're gating 4 stars out of Act 6. You knew that a week before going in, but you're like, okay, well, this is permanent content. That really sucks. That's a sucky announcement. And I'm not sure that I like it, but you know about it, right? So you kind of have some semblance as to why certain things are happening. Although, yes, that communication sucks. With YouTube, Act 6 would come out. It would show you that you could place your 4 stars on your team, but the continue button just won't work. And you won't know why. And you're like, is there something wrong with that game? You'll go and you'll like uninstall, you'll send in like a ticket and not hear anything back, and then, you know, after like 3 weeks of being like, I don't know what the heck's going on, they're like, oh yeah, well, you know, but you won't hear from YouTube. You'll see another YouTuber that you've never seen before talk about how 4 stars are gated, and you'll be like, is that what's happening? Is that happening to me? I don't know. And that's that is what it feels like to work with YouTube. There's just stuff that happens and stuff that changes. The music is those are just some orchestral pieces that I wrote that I decided to throw into the mix. Not a troll question. Did you have a talk with Seaton about how to improve on getting more money from your channel? I mean, we used to talk all the time, you know, way back. But what's going on was a little beyond that. So anyway, what ends up happening is it turns into a numbers game. You know, you just gotta put out content, as much content as possible. Which kind of stinks for people that want to put more time into their videos. So basically you have to make a choice, like put out more videos or put out less quality stuff. Just stop like doing the quality stuff, which is arguably why you guys are all here for the most part, right? Because you like the quality, you like the tutorials, you like blah 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 all the way through. So yeah, yeah, that's it. My normal stream time usually is in the afternoons, usually after 1, between 1 and 2 o'clock. But I've been starting this morning stream thing because I've been doing my my arenas in the mornings, and I'm like, man, I should just do these on stream, man. Keith Woodard, what's happening, bro? Oh, now we got the sad music. They're not gonna do sad music. There we are. Switch it up. With this music, I feel like I'm in line for the Ninjago ride at Lego Land. You know, I've got to do another orchestral piece on one of the Music Mondays. Hobbit Crumbs, tutorials and stuff are great, but everyone is here because of you. Content comes second. Well, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Or not at all. No, that's from Austin Powers. Don't repeat that. That's terrible. Ah, man. That was a funny line. Well, I tried to grind 1,050 units in less than 24 hours for that Vision offer. Looks like the gift card for my birthday is gonna have to finish up. That sounds like a verse from the Long-Haired Ginger. Well, I tried to grind 1,050 units. But a gift card will finish up. Oh man. Should dungeons be coming back today? I think so, but I don't know. But I think the only currency that I have is whenever I end up doing like a video for dungeons. That's really the only place it comes from. After that, I don't do much with dungeons. Osiris, I'm here to give off a genuine vibe. Our heaps informative and are positive in a mostly unpositive world is refreshing. Ah, thank you very much. I do have my days. I do have my days where I'm like extremely frustrated. And then like everyone's just like, whoa, Dave does have bad days. Dave does have bad days. There is so often. Keith Winnett says they won't come back today. We've got some knowledge in the chat right there. The return on Mondays for one thing, and there are the last 2 weeks of the month. Or the last 2 weeks of a month. Good on you, bro. Good on you for paying attention to dungeons. See, whenever I don't know something, someone in the chat knows something, and I appreciate that, man. That's what I appreciate. Oh yeah, that's right, we're getting likes up. We are gonna get 1,000 likes on a stream one day. You will see. You will see. Travis Mack dropping love on the channel. With a beer. Let's get those likes up. He is calling for likes to come on to the stream. I think the likes are gonna help in the long run. I think. Because that counts as engagement. And the more engagement we have, the better. Alright, Travis Mack dropping $2. Travis Mack. Alright, alright. Bam! There it is. Enjoying that Viz, my dude? Next R5, Nebula or Vit? Man, I don't know. I mean, if I had to pick between Nebula or Vision, I think I would actually take Nebula. Nebula's just way too much fun between those two. Yo, what? Dave is doing... Oh, see, I was gonna talk smack while I was doing this. Messed up. How's Dave parrying Iron Man Infinity War? How does that happen? Does anybody want to answer in the chat? Just in case someone doesn't want to ask. How is this possible? Impossible! Come and get it. Jink, jink! Pew! Not true accuracy. Yes! Abdullah Khan 2.0. Proxima can parry projectile base attacks. Well, not really. The real answer is Proxima on block brings down ability accuracy by 100%. So your projectile ability is your ability to not be parried. She brings that down. So it's not really a projectile parry. It's more so the fact that on block, ability accuracy is down. Well, basically brings it down by 100%. That's really what it is right there. Is it 400%? No! Wait. Keith Winnett said or something. Yeah, you are right. YKO with the correction. Well, let's go back. Hold on. Nawata? Did I get that right? Nawata has dropped down some love, but I don't know how much that works out to. Travis Mack, oh, you already got it. 1318. All right, so we got a hammer down super chat from Nawata. That sounds like a first time super chat. That name doesn't sound familiar. If so, welcome to the super chat club, man. Thank you very much. 200%. 200%. Okay, so I was 100. You said 200, so it's 200%. All right. All right. That works for me. Hammer down super chat. Nawata. Oh, I really hope I'm saying that right. Let's get it. 1318. We're just gonna bring that to a flat $14. $14 in the house. Thank you very much, man. That should be a new feature with a graphic. Quiz time. Pop quiz hot shot. Well, it only works if the person who's presenting it knows what they're talking about. I was off. Messed that up. All right. Let's see. What do we got here? Proxima. Let's read up on it, guys. Your ability. Blocking. Okay, there we go. Opponents have 200% offensive ability accuracy reduction when Proxima Midnight blocks an attack. Additionally, she can use the parry mastery against any basic attack, stunning opponents even if their attack is projectile based. So is that part of the ability accuracy reduction, or that adds... Oh, I guess you guys were right in that. Additionally, she can use the parry mastery against any basic attack. So there we go. It looks like everybody was right. And Dave was not all right, but not all wrong. Additionally is on there. There we go. We are on there. Yeah, I got you, Keith. I read it. So we are in. So that's what we do. We go in and we do the research. Some claims were false there for a second. Uh-oh. I think I've got some of this to take care of. Let's get in there. I'm short on missions here. Alright, let's get this Hulk here. Nope, and he's noted. Alright, so I guess we won't do that now. We'll come back to it. Super Duper Boo. Hey man, do you want a glass of soda? No, we're not gonna make fun of the dude's name who just donated to the channel. We don't do that. It's bad form, Jack. Bad form, Jack. Tim O'Connell's like, oh yeah, let me go back and get that done. All right, next series. Besides, we don't know if that's how it's pronounced. He didn't let me know. Oh, he said close enough. Is it Nauta? I think that might be it. Nauta? Yes, Osiris. Very good. I like that. You guys are up on the references, man. That is what I like. I do like the movie references this morning. I do movie references all the time. How does that 200% work, actually? 100% would have been the same, depending. So, Himanshu, so you might get a champion, just for an example, on Dash will gain 50% ability accuracy, or on Dash gain 100% ability accuracy. And so, if she brings it down by 100, she just brings them down to basically 100 or 50 or whatever. Bringing it down by 200% will take whatever additions they have to their ability accuracy and bring that down. Especially if there's something like if you have a Quake synergy, Quake and Hawkeye, something like that. So in those situations, that's when having more than 100% would come in handy. When are you bringing back Trifecta and Roll Call? I missed those. Well, Trifecta I can't do anything with because there's no more gifting. And Roll Call can come back. And language of the day was the other thing that we used to do. Yo, Dave, you stated that Nameless Thanos' last phase requires, as well as skill. Wait, what's that? Nameless Thanos' last phase requires, as well as skill. Is that true? Are you? Yeah, no, yeah. Luck is required. That was not a joke. That was not a joke at all. You need luck. See, the fact of the matter is this. Like even when we go to Comic-Con, how many of you guys have been to Comic-Con to see like the to see like the tournaments and stuff like that, the daily tournaments? Any of you guys? Any of you? If you have, you'll know that when it comes down to it, like the people that are in the finals, or you know, like every day there's like I guess maybe like 5 people that go through and they play for the final, like, you know, first place for that day, and then all the first place players play on the stage on the last day or on that Saturday night. And you'll notice that the 5 players, or 4 or 5 players that are playing every day for the #1 spot are all skilled. They're all very skilled players. What it comes down to is the AI profile. So if you happen to beat someone's time because the AI, you know, didn't turtle for you like it turtled for someone else, or didn't bait for someone else but they baited for you, that's luck, man. That is not a show of skill at all, in my opinion. So when it comes down to Nameless Thanos, if you get the right AI profile that'll follow you after a 3-hit combo when you back off, and you get those you get those safeguards in place, then yeah, you're lucky. It works. Wow. Didn't work, huh? Thought that would have taken him down. There we go. Totally forgot about gifting, and yeah, language of the day. Yeah, there you go, man. Honestly, that Nameless Thanos makes the last year's Infinity Thanos look like child's play. Look, if the backdrafts work and it's a properly aggressive AI that you're up against, then you're good. As you saw in the video, there are certain medium attacks. Certain times a medium attack won't execute a dash, which makes no sense. Even, you know, if your proximity is away from him. So why is he standing still, punching downwards, which is the medium attack, and no dash? And then all of a sudden he'll get his SP3, and then you're toast. That's not skill based. That's a lucky happenstance that it happened to give you the dash when you needed it. I played a couple times where I had Stark Spidey, and he just wouldn't dash at me. He just wouldn't do it. He came up and he went back and he would block, and I would back up and he dashed like one time, but you know, like you just can't get the timing on that particular one. And then we ran out of Unstoppable, which is a good part of it. You run out of Unstoppable, so that Unstoppable isn't tied to the power gain to get to SP3, which is a great change as opposed to last year. But with that being said, when I started hitting into his block, I couldn't get him to follow me, and the few times that he would have followed me, it was just a stand in place medium. And then he got his SP3 and then he killed me. And each one of those times I would have like 3% health left on him, 5% health on him. And I was ready to throw my iPad out the window. Because I was like, I need the footage. And then you'd have to go back, 9 energy, do it again. And then I just switched to Angela. And Angela, even though he would wait, or even if he was a little passive, I would still be able to take him down with that long range champion. And that really was the ticket. Yes, Cuban B. There we go. Charlie Campbell, I also saw that those people who were playing AA were dependent on the RNG for bleed, poison, applying, which really ate at their times. Yeah. Well, not Vex. Vex listened to Dave. I was like, listen, man. That's how you're gonna get the most. That's how you're gonna get the most, right there. With that Archangel. Hey Dave, how do you feel about the AI baiting us and parrying? More likely to occur when trying to light intercept or bait a special. Tim Willozin? Hope I got that right. So that's one of the AI profiles. That's usually the passive AI profile that doesn't do anything but walk up to you until you get into the corner, and then you're like, okay, well, I have no choice but to try to attack, to do a light attack, and boom, parry and attack. That's usually how that happens. I think they need to tune it just a little bit more, so that it's less instant reaction and a little more organic feeling in terms of the AI. Because when you do it too instant and too soon, it feels cheaty, is my opinion. It feels like the game is cheating. The game is like looking at your playbook and just reacting to everything that you do as you do it. And that's not a difficulty. That doesn't make it feel difficult. That makes it feel cheap. There's a difference. Difficult is something that you overcome. Cheap makes you angry. In terms of gameplay design. And it doesn't have to be so exact. You can still gain the parry with a little bit less timing. You can gain, you can do a special intercept after you've initiated the dash, when they come a little closer to you, or wait for like a last minute type of thing, so it looks like, oh man, I screwed up. Not the moment you swipe, they're launching their special, even if they're on the other side of the screen, because that feels cheap versus organic. That's the difference, and it's still the same result. You still got your butt whooped and smacked in the face, but it doesn't feel it doesn't feel cheap. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like knowing you're gonna get a charge on a bill. Like, listen, by the end of the month, you're gonna get a $25 charge because we've changed such and such. And you're like, okay, I know it's coming. As opposed to getting your bill and getting charged $25 and then you're pissed. You still lost $25, but one of them was very angry and one of them was like, okay, I knew that was coming, so fine. Still sucks, but fine. I get it. Okay, here we go. Nobody likes to be cheated. Charlie Campbell, take care, bro. Thanks for coming by. Smash the like button. Tell your friends and tell your mama to smash the like button if you can. Send her a text with the link to the stream and be like, hey, can you hit the like button? You don't even have to know what it is, but just, kind of share it that way. This way we can double up. Everyone's got something. Family member, relative, brother, sister, friend, roommate, neighbor. I'm fine with any one of those. Any one of those will work. Dave, who are you voting for? Colossus, man. Colossus. I mean, at this point, Colossus is pretty much the most deserving of that buff, man. He sucks really bad. They couldn't even fix him with synergies. Like, they have synergies for him, and you use him, and you're just like, nah. Wow. It's like taking a dropper of water and throwing it on a forest fire and going, nah, that didn't do anything. Oh man. Yeah, Joe Fix-It for sure, man. Well, Colossus was great back in the day when Thorns was around, because you were like, okay, that you can put him in war and put him on Thorns, and that's really the reason why you would use him. And then once they got rid of that, you're like, okay, well, what are you supposed to do with him now? Explosive armor? Nah, that's not working. You want all of the champs players hate, and you're not voting for Kamala? I know I am. I have Kamala. I actually enjoy using her. I do wish she was a little stronger, but Colossus needs it a lot more, man. A lot more. I can do some damage with Kamala Khan, bro. Yeah, Noasu, good point, man. Can I vote for all of them? Like, yo, kabam. Step it up. Yeah, yep. You know, maybe I'll clip that little answer about response times and stuff like that, or maybe I'll just clip the whole thing and make like a Dave stream in 5 minutes. Kamala Khan is poison immune. She can nullify nullify buffs. Sorry, and if you stack on her furies properly, she could do some damage. She could do some pretty good damage, but it's a lot of buildup. But I mean, literally, Colossus has nothing. He has nothing. Like, you know, okay, so I've got this Colossus over here. He's not awakened or anything like that, but he's there. I feel like, you know that scene in The Dark Knight? He wasn't really talking to Batman. He was talking to Colossus. He's like, you have nothing to threaten me with all that strength, which he really doesn't have any strength, but he's got nothing. That's how I feel about Colossus. He's got nothing. Except for bleed immunity, which was cool like in 1997. No, well, I guess 2014. We'll say 2014, but I'm still gonna say 1997. Chris McMillan, Groot all the way. All right. I mean, that's not unfounded. Why did I switch the bleed immune off? Whoops. Hey Dave, I have 1 million battle chips saved up and I'm wondering which are ones better to open to get units. Don't really need gold, just units. Uncollected or normal. They're both the same, dude. When you have that many, it's the same. That was kind of fast. Actually, that was my fault, 'cause I think I may have mashed. Can't remember now. I have a video comparing uncollected to regular battle chips. I don't know if anybody has a link to that or search it, or usually Tim O'Connell's real fast with that. He's like the Dave Dex. But I have a video showing both. The units are pretty much the same at random. You're gonna get somewhere around 1800 on the low end, which is bad luck in terms of unit gain, all the way up to 2400 units, which is great luck, but usually end up in between somewhere around 19 to 2100, that is. Ashley Stark, Spidey, Ghost, and Blade need a buff. Yeah, man, I agree. Wow, dude, how do you do that so fast? I can't even find my own videos that fast. You have like an app or something? Find Dave's videos app. That's for 1 million battle chips. That's just on a whole opening. Now, if you're opening like 100,000 or even like 40,000, my thing is you'll probably get more units from regular if you're opening a small amount of battle chips, because you have more chances to get units. Whereas uncollected is expensive, but if you do get units, you get more than you would on the other one. So with smaller amounts, I usually say go with regular. Pulled 5-star Awakening Gem out of Greater Last Stand Crystal. Just took a screenshot, but wish I had a video to show for Cavalier Friday. Appreciate all you do, Dave. Oh, thank you very much, Chris McMillan. Speaking of Cavalier Friday, I really don't think I'm going to be able to pull that off, because I'm going to be out of town. I leave tomorrow. I won't be back till Monday. And I go to the internet hole of the United States. Which is my sister's house. I don't have enough internet. Like when I use the internet there, if I open up like Instagram or something, like it literally takes a moment to load it loads like this. There's an image, there's an image, there's an image. So streaming is out of the question. Way out of the question. So I'll probably have to postpone it for next week. But if I can go to like somewhere, Starbucks or a library or something, then we can whisper. I can whisper and do it. Have a magnifying glass search bar. Arena crystal, boom. Ah, nice. Nice. I think I would have searched for something else, but very nice. And she's gone. Last million I opened, I got 1,400 from uncollected. See to get less when hard content comes out. Seem to get less when hard content. Wow, 1,400 out of a million? Holy smokes. Every time I've opened, I've gotten anywhere between 1,800 to 2,400 on my million battle chip openings. 1,400? Jeez. That's awful. Lorenzo Harris, Cyclops is here. Rolls. Super Duper Boo, hey Dave, I have a question that could easily be answered with a quick YouTube or Google search, but could you answer it for me? Why don't you just add the question to that? Put a comma and put the question there. All right, ask the question, man. Oh, man. Just redeemed my gift card for the iTunes gift card. Grabbing that vision soon to Mokana. Ah, nice. Need to win it. I like it. You only open a million at a time, very disappointed. Yeah, dude, I would be too. 1,400? That means that your efforts over the last month and a half or so, which I'm guessing is how long it took you to get that million, or two months maybe, is only worth less than $50 in terms of units to cash. Jeez. Where can I get the link to vote? That is on the Kabam forums. Why not fix the top two? Haven't we seen two champs updated in a new release? That would seem to be the way to go. They might, or maybe they already have a different champion and giving us the chance to do one. So maybe they're deciding one and they gave us a chance to do one. So I don't know. I don't know how they're doing that. Oh, we're at 4 million. All right, let's do one last fight and then let's get on over to the other one. Can't escape it. Fine. We'll do it your way. Voting is tomorrow, isn't it? I believe so. Today's the 8th. Yeah, I think it was May 9th that they said the voting was. I have to go back and look at the announcement. Amino89, what's going on, bro? Should change your name to Amino100. Well, technically, Amino 99. 99. What's happening, bro? Everybody knows your name now. Lorenzo Harris, what do you think of seeing the bid requesting some chance to be removed from Arena for new players like Hype and Korg? No, I don't agree with that, because that's how you learn how to fight those champions in Arena. They might cost you your streak. Oh yes, well 119. Well yeah, that's right. He did do another one for No Excuses. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Travis Mack. I've gotten my butt handed to me in this game early on, but that is what fueled me. You know what I mean? You don't know you're bad at a champion until you fight them in Arena and possibly lose your streak, or you lose a round and you're like, dude, that was freaking hard. You know that. You have that in your head. Otherwise, the only other way you find out that you suck is if you go through a quest, waste a bunch of energy to get to said champion in the quest, and you lose all your champions. You're frustrated, you're angry, and then you'll try to practice in duels and use your 5 credits or your 10 credits or whatever, and not really get anywhere. Where Arena gives you, I think Arena gives you more of an opportunity to practice with different champions and not just your best all around. So that for me, I don't agree with. I think that's a way to kind of, I guess, kind of coddle the player base, even if they're early champions. I think you should get in there and get smacked up and be like, oh, okay, wow, that's and then go figure it out. But that's just me. That's how I like to play. That might be a very jarring experience for other people, where they come in and say, you know what, I have no chance, it's not fair, I don't like this game, I'm out, you know? What does need to be tweaked is the AI on those particular fights. Like Korg is a very difficult fight that only really has one opening, and if you're playing an overly passive, AI that locks you in the corner and parries you and then beats you up and then you end up with unstoppable, blah, 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 then yeah, that's a bad experience. So the AI should be updated. And honestly, like once you get here, you should be able to see the info. Now that I'm thinking about it, this would be more of like a dev please. Put a little I button on each of these guys so that you can read their abilities. Well, like what the hell is this? Oh, I'm up against Thor. His special abilities are Fury, direct damage, and stun. Signature ability locked. Great. The sight and smell of blood triggers Carnage's Bloodlust for granting a power gain buff when activating a bleed or armor break on the opponent. Lasts as long as the opponent. Like, okay, that might help me do a little something, but I don't know what his specials do. I don't know what the special 2 does. I don't know if it's unblockable. I can't read anything. So for a new champion, I would focus more on more access to information rather than trying to filter out things based on people's difficulty level. I would increase learning over filtering. I think that's my final answer. That's what we'd do. I'm not saying Seaton is wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that I don't agree with that. I would push for a more education experience than trying to limit what people play. Danny U, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the channel. Well, thank you very much, man. Tim O'Connell says I'm a Korg destroyer because I catch him in arena all the time. Nice, very nice. You're talking about Oh, complaining about his new account. Oh. Yeah, that's what they were saying. That was just like a suggestion that he put. I think I saw it on Twitter. Daito53! First time catching you live. Love the channel. R5, 5-star Gulp or Magic. Keep the videos coming. You know what? That's a tough one, bro. That's a tough one because they both have their uses. Do you need a power control champion or do you need a passive damage mitigation champion? I think that's pretty much what that comes down to between the two because they're both great champions. Super Duper Boo, my personal favorite Dave Salt vid. Wait, what vid is that? What vid is that? I can't see by the link. See, that was one of those instant counters. I dashed in and he launched it like immediately. You guys like that? The heavy to the SP2? Okay. Do. Oh. Mr. Gamer. Well, I hope that made your day better, having gotten that off your chest. I wish nothing but success and loving interactions for you for your future. Hopefully that'll maybe curb some of that anger that you have. Anyway, moving on. The real deal. What's happening, man? Don't really need either, just can't decide. Haven't done variants or legends. Gulk works really well in variant 2. Magic works really well in variant 1. But only in the class that she's allowed to be in. So I would say Gulk if you're looking to do like a variant, and that'll get you more of what you need. 4.138, I think we're good there. 4.138. So let's get over to this one, because I need to stack some points over here now. Switching up music. Sorry, that was like so like out of whack. All right, guys, here we go. We're just gonna play the rough version of the album currently. Do 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 do. Can I get an ice man? Actually, I think that'll be a dev please, right? When you play arena. Yo, can I get an ice man? I think so. Can I get an ice man? Not only, well, you know what? There would have to be a very special dev please for Iceman, gotta do my for just arena in general. Like arena needs a complete overhaul, like a full out overhaul. First time, second time, third time's the charm. Iceman, Duke come and sound the alarm. He will find use for Gulk in both variant contents. Well, there you go. Now the black man. There you go, bro. Can I get an Iceman? Can I get an Iceman? Mr. Gamer, I'll still give you a hug, bro. That's fine. Oh, good. All right. Music's loud. Down it goes. I meant it, bro. That's how I meet those kind of things. They come at me and I'm just like, all right, bro, come get a hug, dude. It's all good. Lots of love. The band I'm in did our first live performance Monday. Super fun. Nice. What was the music that you played? What is it that you guys play? What is the instrument that you play? Arena just needs they're not gonna give more milestones because there's only a certain amount of content. All right, Mr. Gamer, take care, bro. See you next time. I sing and play bass. We did Dock of the Bay for an open mic night. Nice, sitting at the dock of the bay. Oh, we gotta get a video. Did you put a video up of that? Put that on your channel, man. Arena is a great way to train hard against hard matchups. Banning hard champions from Arena would make them a lot harder in Quest, AQ, and AW, which means each of them would be like those Thanos. I agree, man. I agree. What's up with this compensation with nameless Thanos? I sent off a ticket and they said it shouldn't fix, but I did it before the fix. I don't remember what that was. I forget what that was that they had particularly. The video came out horribly, not just because I was singing in it. That's alright, man. Well, at least you'll be able to share it with the community at some point, man. You gotta have more music going around the MCOC community. Yeah, I survived the storms, man. It worked out. It worked out fine. Yeah. Good thing for block break, eh? Except you can't back out from AQ and AW as you can with Thanos. That is also correct. Oh, I was about to go on a rant. It wasn't a rant. It was more of like a... Okay, so Arena, there's a few things that need to happen to Arena. One, persistent filters. Having to come in after every single round of this and go through this every single time. Filter, 5-star, go. Then it doesn't even stay where you were in terms of the scroll. It goes back to the top. So you gotta be like, it's basically like the Chris Rock thing. It's like those old rotary phones. 1, 3, oh, I made a mistake, gotta start over. And you go back in because you forgot to use the filter. So you go to use the filter, boom. Filter up, then it goes back to the top. You stay where you were. So you have to do this thing each time. And on top of it, the arena has changed in terms of PIs, so you can't just keep going down your list anymore. At some point, you're going to get a deathmatch, even with your 5-star. So now you got to do the sandbagging thing and scroll all over the place. So you're spending I'd say a good third of your time just scrolling. That's what arena is. That is one of the arena grinds, is actual scrolling the whole time, right? And so that's a pain. A persistent filter would really, really help when you come back and just keep whatever filter you put before. That's number one. The next thing I would add in is populate 3, a little button at the bottom that would populate the next 3. So if you have a line at the top and you know you're just going, down 3, 3, 3, you can just go boom, load 3, boom, get it done. I would get rid of the drag and drop functionality and just do a tap functionality to populate them into the boxes. Tap, 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 done. No more drag, because half the times if your screen is not responding properly and you go to drag them over, sometimes it lets go, and if you're already frustrated, it's just not fun. And then what's the other thing? I would have an option to always choose the hardest battle if you wanted to. It's just like as an option, like, always pick hardest option. Boom, that's a check mark. Boom, it picks it. So this way you can just tap right through. Tap, 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 tap. And then here I would have on this screen, I would have an optimization factor, like do like auto class advantage or whatever. Just have it automatically set you up with the best case scenario. And if you agree with it, great. If you don't, move it around. But this gets rid of like clicks. You want to get rid of clicks and you want to streamline the experience. So in terms of a UI, user interface and user experience level, Arena's just like horrible. So the other thing, and these are just like user experience things. Not even talking about the actual experience of going beyond milestones. Now they do have point boosters, but they're single point boosters for a single champion at a time, which is not great. That is not a great experience. It's not a great implementation. There you go. Where are you going? And he's out of there. I would say to do a class-based boost, so instead of a single champion, I know it's gonna not let people go back and use units and stuff like that, but it's just so janky, man. It's just so janky. I would choose to have class-based boost that would increase points. But in terms of playing beyond milestones, I would have them do like challenges. So like if you remember old school Street Fighter, any of those things, if someone grabbed the second controller, it'd be like, a new champion has entered the game, and you get interrupted on your stuff, and you can take a challenge if you want to. So like voluntary death matches. So here's a death match, boom. If you win the death match, your multiplier goes, doubles up. So instead of a 3x, you get a 6x for the next, for that round and the next round. So you can, so you have some kind of a challenge, some kind of a mental break from just like doing this over and over and over and over and over again. Joe Stroh, what's going on, man? Anyway. Yeah, heck no. Yeah, I've had this all in my head for a long time. I just haven't made a video about it because I wanted to do like nice overlay graphics and everything, and use like After Effects to make it look like it's part of the game as its own kind of presentation and pitch. But you know why I haven't done that. Oh man. Anyway, it wasn't really a rant, man. It's more of like it's more of just like an idea to help make Arena better and make the experience better for everybody. Arena's straight boring, dude. Unless you challenge yourself with things like, I don't know, doing Arena stun immune, using no parries, using only heavy attacks, using banks in the corner, practicing instinctive touch. Like, that's how you can make it more fun, for the most part. I don't feel like grinding again back to 12k from 2.5 units. So nobody does, man. Nobody does. 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's the other thing. So they have implemented somewhat of what I was asking for, but I don't think it was because I asked for it. I want point challenges. So like right now, for example, we just played Cyclops. We got 23,808 points. So basically, whatever that was divided by 3 is your original score. So let's say that is around 7,300, something like that. Let's just view the matchup. I think it was 7,300-ish. 79, okay. 7,900. So here, for the next battle, we have Hulk here. That's gonna give you 8,171, 8,171 in terms of points, and then that's gonna get hit by the multiplier, right? I would love to have challenges that say, finish a match with a special attack, get 5 parries per match, you know, something like that, something within this next battle that will then add, you know, an extra 200 points to this 8171. So then I'll have, you know, 8371, and then that gets tossed into the 3x multiplier, so that you're not just playing mindlessly, but you're also playing for points. So more skill-based people can get more points than people that aren't skill-based, that are able to do that. You know, intercept, you know, 3 times in a match, and get an extra 300 points before the multiplier. And then now you start talking about something that's fun and engaging, and something that isn't a drag to do all day. That's what I mean. Those are the things that I would like in Arena. Stuff like that. Now, I forgot about the other one. So the other one would be attached to that challenge, like that deathmatch challenge. So that can either be a 3-man deathmatch, or maybe a single like a single Thanos, for example, and you would have to use your 3 champs against said one powerful champ. Now you can beat him with 1 champ, but you have 3 chances to beat him, and then you get a very powerful multiplier for a little while. But if you lose, part of the bet is if you lose your streak. So if you take the challenge, you also put your streak at risk. But if you win, you get crazy amount of points. But if you don't, you start back down at the bottom. And it's pretty much bot proof, because bots don't work with skill. Bots just work and just keep on grinding up till about 9 or 10, and then they lose their streak, and then it goes back down and autoplays and autoplays and autoplays, and then it goes back down and autoplays, and it just does that all night for people to grind up the points. But anyway, these are all things that that's basically what the video would be. And you guys made me say it. You guys made me say it. Come out and say it. Well, it would only be frustrating because remember, these things are volunteer based. So if you want to take the challenge, you can, but if you lose your streak. Same thing with doing any of the extra objectives within an arena match, like getting 3 intercepts or whatever. If you want the extra points, they're there. But if you don't, you can just keep playing like you normally play. What if you get a parry objective and an opponent you can't parry? Bam! Probably. That probably would happen at first. I mean, dude, this is the most played mode in the game. In terms of hours, in terms of the amount of people that play, the diversity of champions that play in this, it is the most played. Yet it feels like it's the most neglected. And that's probably because not enough people are standing up and saying, hey, we hate this thing, man. The thing about ranting to Kabam is if you just rant angrily and don't have a point behind it, you're not gonna go anywhere. It's gonna fall on deaf ears. So if we can focus in on a certain few things, you know, and say, hey, we want these things better in arena, and then everyone just hits that point for like the next month or two, you know, they'll start to listen. They can see dissatisfaction, and they really try to fix things when they can. But a lot of it's not focused, in my opinion, anyway. I think that's why a lot of the stuff sometimes doesn't get heard. And then there's just the fact that they either can't do it, or they've skipped over it, or they have different priorities. So there is that too. So it's not any one or the other. Just in case someone feels like nutting up right now and saying, no, that's not how it works, Dave. I'm aware. Oh, yeah, the help button's gotta go, man. That's gotta go. That is not a fun experience at all. Wow, I didn't expect that to take her out. Nice. Alright guys, so we are fishing for likes once again. Fishing for likes. Let's get that like up as high as we can. Have you sent Kabam your suggestions with a bill? No, I give them a lot of suggestions, man. A lot of suggestions. They've received a lot of feedback from me in various aspects of the game. Some of it they've implemented, some of it they haven't. Gotta push that Dev Please series a little more. What I really need is for more people to watch Dev Please. I'm actually really surprised by that those videos don't get more views. I thought for sure if I came up with a series about things to call not really to call out Kabam, but to call their attention to hold them accountable and responsible for certain things that people would really love and make the game better for the community and everyone else. I really thought people would rally behind that. Watch the videos, send it to them, post it on the forums. But those things get like the least views out of everything. But if I make a rant video with no solutions at all, that gets a whole lot more views than the video that offers solutions. Could just be me. That makes no sense at all. None at all. Katie Candy! What's going on, girl? Why are you so gray? Why are you so gray, girl? Do. Let us get you in the door. Just had to double check, make sure that was you. All right, you shan't be gray anymore. You've now joined the ranks of the blue. No more gray candy. I will go for blue. It's the internet, dude. Nothing makes sense here. Yeah, I know, man. I know. It is what it is. Christian Escamilla, what's happening, bro? I thought you're green. Wait, are you green blue or blue green? Oh, I see. I thought I did that with you already. I could have swore I did that. Yes! Cotton candy. Whoa. Cotton candy airheads, huh? What was my flavor of airheads? Man, I was a candy fiend when I was a kid, man. I used to like the cherry airheads, watermelon, and the sour apple. I don't think I could eat those now. I've been away from particular sugars for a little while. The only thing I ever have are like Haribo. Maybe I'll have like the Haribo like sour gummies every now and then. But man, those old school candies I used to eat, they give me a headache now. Twix, Airheads, Warheads, Cherry Clan, Lemon Heads. What was the other candy that I used to eat? Skittles, of course. Blue raspberry blow pops. That was like the jam when that came out. I ate so many of those that my tongue literally was turned blue. Literally. What do you think of Ronin and the rest of the new champs? Liking my Ronin, he's suicide friendly. Oh yeah, man, Cam, he's very suicide friendly. He's more of a utility champ, and I haven't gotten a lot of damage out of him. I got a good amount of damage, but not like, you know, the crazy kind of like do Labyrinth and Realm of Legends damage. But I also didn't get to play too much with him. But I liked him a lot. I really loved that shrugging off of suicides. That was really great. I know you're asking David, I'm in love with my Ronin. Amino 89. Very nice, dude. I also found him very fun to play just visually. I need to pay attention. I'm trying to read and all this at the same time. Rico Cordero, what's going on? Welcome to the channel, bro. Got a terrible ear infection. Oh man, sorry to hear that, bro. What's the 1K challenge leading up to? Well, the 1K challenge would be great if we had gifting back. Because every video that I would get 1,000 likes, and on that video I would pick a winner from anyone who commented. Would be the idea per video, but since we can't gift, it makes it really difficult to really add anything to it other than making Dave really happy and helping my experiment. I'm trying an engagement experiment with YouTube right now. Shrugs out suicides and has a SP3 only rotation. Dude, sweet. Yeah, man. I need to put a little more time into them. I played, I liked building up the cruelty. I didn't care too much for his awakened ability in terms of using those cruelties to auto evade and attack, so I didn't think him being awakened was all that important. But I also didn't put a review out for him because I didn't get enough detail just as yet on him. And we didn't have enough time to write a song. $1,000 iTunes gift card, Dave? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I got. that is what we'll have to do. 1,000 likes, $1,000 iTunes gift card. A penny for your likes is what we'll do it. 1 penny for your likes. When we reach 1,000, we'll take the 1,000 pennies and give them away. That's what I would do if I had money. Unfortunately. A penny for your likes. It's the sugar they use now, it's not real. Yeah, dude, the man Moses, it's crazy, dude. Like literally, I had, it was like a couple weeks ago. I ate some Skittles and some Starbursts. I went to this kids party. Skittles and Starburst. An hour later, I felt like I literally had a hangover. Like I felt dehydrated, I had a headache, I felt like fatigued, I had to take a nap. It was bad. It was real bad. Can I drink soda? I can, but I don't. I don't very often. I'll every so often have a Coke here and there, but that's really about it. I gave up soda back when I was like 18 years old. At least in a regular sense. I gave up juice, gave up sugary juices. Yeah, I just stuck with water. Just got that all wrong. I can't block break this guy. And I have the soda maker thing. So I make my own soda, and usually, and sometimes I just like having just the carbonated water is really good. But what I'll end up doing is, let's say, no, I don't do coffee often. I do Yogi Positive tea. It's got like ashwagandha. It also has a little bit of caffeine, so it gives ashwagandha like just kind of like raises your mood and your awareness and blah blah blah. And the caffeine kind of keeps you awake. And it doesn't really drop me off. So not a lot of caffeine in terms of like coffee. I would love to see players' names. Noob Master, gosh, the Endgame movie still stuck in my head. Oh, Noob Master 69. This is Thor. All right, so we can't talk about that yet. Ashwagandha. Yeah, just check it out. It's kind of like a. Am I vegan? Nah, dude. I'll tear a steak up, bro. I'm just more aware of staying away from just like sugars and stuff like that. Yeah, so I've been playing with different flavors. So like I'll take like watermelon, and then I'll blend it down, and then I'll strain it so I have like pure watermelon juice, and then I will mix that in the soda stream afterwards. You know, and using you know, like different kind of sweeteners. Sometimes I might use agave or something like that, just to sweeten up the watermelon just a little bit, and then it makes a really tasty and fresh soda. So yeah. Doc Strange, what's going on, man? What was he saying to? He's sensitive to carbonic acid, change of pH in the digestive system. I don't know what it was. It's just like those particular candies really I had like a bad reaction to that, and I used to eat those all the time as a kid. I use a lot more honey in my tea than sugar. Yeah, man. I'm just trying to stay away from like white sugars if I can. I haven't completely cut it out because you'll still see me like I'll still mess up some gummy bears, man. But I end up paying the price after. It's like every time. Natural harmonica, you are the man. Natural harmonica. How about the big overall to loyalty store? It hasn't changed in so long. Oh, yeah, I think they do need to change some stuff there. And I'm waiting for that 6-star. I'm waiting for that 6-star Unstoppable Colossus, because I know that's coming. I know it. Jada Murphy, what's going on? Nah, I haven't seen you in a few days, man. What's happening, bro? I worked with a guy that would get headaches if he drank regular soda, but could drink the real sugar stuff. Yeah, man, it's yeah, I don't know, man. Some of the food out there is a little rough. Even some of the white flour stuff I've been staying away from. Like, there's something off about white flour. At least, I guess, cheap white flour or something. I don't know. Oh, sorry. After I polish off a pack of gummy bears, I feel ill and immediately regret it. Yeah, man. But while you're eating them, you can't stop. Oh, man. Well, now that my metabolism's slowed down, now that I'm like older, oh, sorry, I gotta crank it up for Travis Mack. There you go. Working, I quit the game. Jada Murphy, oh man, quit the game? I guess it's just you weren't getting the good rolls, and the performance was just not good enough these days. I know that's happening to a lot of people, bro. It's good that you still come back to the stream, my man. I'm allergic to clickbait. I hope I haven't clickbaited you. Have I clickbaited you? My jaw literally hurts when I have candy. How did we get to this conversation? We're not even talking about MCOC anymore. We're just like, yo, what do you eat? What gives you food coma? White flour. Can I get an ice man? Michael Roka's trying to bring it back. He's like, what do you think about the loyalty store? And we're like, yeah, man, that needs an update. So about that white flour.
That'd be nice, man. Maybe even twice, man. Let me roll the dice, man. Spinning crystals like a ninja. Maybe do my ice man. First time, second time, third time's the charm. Ice man, Duke coming sound.
Play Dark Hawk.
Feeling feeling really confident. Get it, go. Zoopin' Bobby Drake, baby, that's the way.
Let's get that on. Dark Hockey Hawk. There we are. I just smashed a tube of Pringles and regretting it big time. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. About to... I mean, you know, we talk about everything here on the channel, man. We talk about everything. I think we're in good shape here, man. Because now we've switched the 5 stars over to the main arena. The only thing we have to worry about now is between now and tomorrow, I need 1.3 million in the basic, and I should be good. Should be good. Oh, always come to your stream still, Dave, 100% supporter here. Ah, very, very cool, man. I have to post my Detective Pokemon review and my spoiler review for Endgame. Man, that's so late. Trying to do MCOC stuff on one channel and doing another channel is not easy. Not easy. That's right, be keeping it real, man. I was doing good on processed sugar, then I found Game of Thrones Oreos. Yeah, stay away from that processed sugar, man. Detective Pikachu is better than you'd expect if you expected it to be bad. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. Yeah, it's better than you expect if you expected it to be bad. There's more story than you would expect, but the story is still not that great because it's still geared towards kids. So there is a certain level of like, okay, and it does jump the shark in a few places. In particular, there's a scene that's very reminiscent of the Crystal Skull Indiana Jones, like swing around with monkeys eye roll moment where you're just like, what the hell is going on in this movie? So there's a little bit of that, only I think in one particular space. You probably know it when you see it. Is this enough? Yes, it was enough. So anyway, other than that, I'll tell you what. Compared to like Sonic, like you look at, you know, Sonic doesn't even look like Sonic, even though I know they're redesigning it, but that's what they decided to go with. At least they gave respect to Pokemon. So if you're a Pokemon fan, you're gonna love it. You're just gonna love seeing everything you know and love on screen, and it looks good. Everything looks good. The Pokemon look great, the graphics look great, the interactions with the humans look great. You know, the people that were next to me, this couple that was sitting next to me was having a freaking conniption during the entire movie. Every time they saw something, you're like, ah, it's Jigglypuff! Oh my god, it's Jigglypuff! Oh, Pikachu is so cute. Oh, look at that. Look at it, Squirtle. Oh my god, Squirtle. These aren't spoilers. You should know that they're gonna be in there. But I'm just saying, you know, if you grew up with it, you're gonna absolutely just kind of love the fact that you can spot and see, and they hide them all around the movie, even in spots like in the corner. So if you're able to spot them, you almost feel like you're catching them, I guess, was the point of the narrative there. But in terms of people that aren't really into Pokemon, like if you don't know everything about Pokemon, you might feel a little disengaged while watching it if you don't know it as well as other people do. But yeah, it's good. I can see them making a huge franchise off it. It's not unwatchable. No. Yeah, that's it. I didn't see the trailer for the Godzilla movie. I think because I saw the first one and I didn't want to see the next one. So I'm just kind of waiting to see it. Do you have to have some Pokemon knowledge prior to seeing the movie? Oh, and you just answered that. Okay, yeah. Mothra does look good. I saw an image of that. I saw an image of that. He does look good. Thorios? Rory? What? James Holt! What's going on, man? James Holt! I know I do that all the time, but I love Steve Holt. So I'm gonna do James Holt. For those of you that know what that means. Super Dork, rank 3 in the house. Thank you so much for loving on the channel today. Loving on the channel today. Bam. Thank you very, very much, James Holt. Bam. Big time thank you confetti for you right there, bro. Thanks for all the great content. I am glad to give it. Glad to give it, my man. Trying to get back into MCOC, but I love COC so much. What is COC? Oh, Clash of Clans. Okay, there we go. I thought about doing some Clash of Clans stuff, and then I was like, I gotta learn a whole other game. Street Fighter would be a good one to do online. Many of you play Street Fighter 5? I'm like rusty at that. It's Pokemon, man. Don't go analyzing the story and acting. I know, but I'm just saying. It is what it is. You know, like I'm not gonna rate it and be like, oh, it's awful. I know what it's made for. I know the audience that they're going after. But then again, you know, Toy Story, Pixar movies, those are all like geared towards kids, but they put an extra effort to make it. Oh, sorry. I thought that was over. My bad. There's an extra effort to make it relatable to adults as well. And they tried. It works for the most part. Forgot to use my heavies. Come here. Bam! He's out. What? Make a Supercell account. You can link accounts now. Supercell account? Oh, you're talking Big Blue. I was like, oh, what was that? Darren Hamilton. Oh, I don't know. Sometimes I try to read the text and I'm like, okay, is that real? Is that not real? I think there has to be like 2 stars at the end of something like sarcastic, just in case Dave can't read sarcastic text. I get it wrong every now and then. If you have to see it with your kid, it's watchable. It's watchable. You'll watch it. You're not gonna hate it. It's not like eye roll to the point where you're like, okay, this is just awful. It's funny. There's some good parts in it. Parents literally won't have a bad time taking their kids, I don't think. It's gonna make a lot of money, I think, personally. The stupid AI in Arena today hardly ever throw SP like fighting on all or nothing. I'm saying, man. I'm saying. I've been giving them the feedback. I'm like, just remove that AI profile. Just remove it completely. There's no reason for that to be in Arena at all. Like, Arena is a place to grind points. It's not even about skill, which is why I was saying if you make it a little more skill-based, you know, you could separate the men from the boys, or I guess the grown-ups from the kids. This way we don't like gender specify, you know. From the grown-ups from the kids is what we'll do it. So like if you have like some skill-based content in here, you know, that works. That works out. Gives you the extra edge. But all or nothing nodes just makes the fight longer. And you have an all or nothing node versus someone else who didn't. You know what I mean? How dare you age specify me? I guess you can't win, huh? There you go, the two at the end. I like that. The worst live stream ever, 2 stars, thank you. Oh man. No, you can't win at all. No, just lost inputs on that one. Try again. There we go. Yeah, that was kind of an input fail the whole time. I was just getting smacked up on that match. What is the minimum number of 4-star champs for starting 4-star arena? Well, I mean, if you're trying to get like the champion and stuff like that, yeah, 30 is a good place to start. But just start doing it. Start doing it. Even if you have to, you know, even if you only have 6 4-star champions, just start doing it and keep doing it every time they refresh. And if you lose your streak, start it over and just, you know, keep on going little by little. Every little bit helps. You're gonna get some shards, you're gonna get some gold, and you're gonna get battle chips, which are all things that can fuel you to keep on moving. So I would just start it. You know, even if you're doing like the 3-star arena, just start the 4-star arena. Who cares? All right, 5-star. We're looking good here, man. We have, I have a lot of 5-star champions. Alright, so we have one or two left. So that's gonna bring us to roughly about 3.8. Later on today, I'll get another, you get about 68,000 each. So that's gonna be 680,000 per round, which is pretty crazy, of 6 stars. So that'll take me from 3.8 to 4.6, plus another round of 5-star, which will take me well into the 6 easily. So I mean, that's probably another 20 or 30 minutes. I'm gonna run into the other arena. Alright, so we have a Korg here in arena, but he's unawakened, so it should be relatively easy. I'm 600 6-star shards away from my 9th opening. Have to beat that dang Thanos to get them. Go get it, man. Go get it. The man Moses, wow, says wow. What are we wowing about? My roster gets me just over 12 million with 3 rounds of 6-star and 3 full rounds of 5-star. Crazy to think about that. Oh yeah, dude, that's... I think that gets me to 12 million too, actually. Let me think. I had 10 6-stars twice a day. It's 1.3 mil per day. So by the end, I'm at 3.9. Basically 4 million with just my 6-stars. 4 million just my 6-stars alone. And then running 5 stars 3 times a day. That's 2, 4, 6. If you like, if this is if I'm following it, it's basically like 6 mil. So 18 mil. I have the propensity for 22 mil. Just doing featured only. Like that's 3 times a day, 5 stars, and doing 6 stars. So 22 mil-ish area. Vision's treating me pretty good, man. He's there doing his thing. Sit down, my friend. Jink, 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 jink. Goodbye, Saw. I'll be going after Proxima these next 2 arenas. Proxima is fun, man. By the way, if you guys have not smashed the like button, please go ahead and smash it away. We're looking for the max amount of likes on a stream. I'm shooting for 1,000 likes on a stream, which I probably won't get until I do something like labyrinth or variant or something in a day, or some new content. That's when that's really when I'll probably get the 1,000 likes. We're looking for 1,000 likes. Handy stream them. Oh, actually, we're past 3.8. I think we have another round here. By the way, has anybody watched Cobra Kai? I just finished watching it. I gotta say, I did not expect them to go all out in the last episode in the way that they did. It felt a little overboard. But now that I'm thinking about it, felt a little overboard. Uh-oh. That's alright, I'll take that. I didn't press it fast enough the first time, so he got a combo on me. He got one. Seemed a bit over the top to me as well, a bit too much. Yeah, man. I have not seen the new Spider-Man trailer. I am not gonna watch it. I want to know as little as possible going in. I heard it was a bit spoilery, as I figured it would be. Yeah, he's out. Go watch Warrior on Showtime. It's excellent. All right, that's one I gotta put in my list. Cobra Kai is fun. Didn't watch the last one. No, no mercy. Yeah, it's just a little. It's a little over the top. It's a little over the top, that last episode. They've been doing. So season 2 is a little rocky for me. I love watching it. I love the fact that Johnny's just kind of like stuck in the 80s. You know, which is very, very funny, and there's just all these things that just aren't proper these days, and it's funny to watch the contrast of what used to be accepted and what isn't accepted anymore, and how you make your mind up about how you feel about these different things. Yeah, the last episode, with what ended up happening, what caused it wasn't like far enough for me. Like that shouldn't have been something that caused it. I would have loved to have a little more of a push for where that came from that made sense. I'm trying to stay spoiler free as possible. Yo, for real, it's like I was watching that and I was like, why is nobody doing anything? But then again, I do appreciate a lot of the things, because there's a lot of things that happen in the show that wouldn't happen these days, like all that assault that happens to people and strangers, and you know, putting your hands on people and stuff like that would never happen. So there is this 80s nostalgic feel about it where you know and are reminded, like, that would never fly these days. There's no way you could do that to someone else. Yeah, the lawsuits would just be flying, because we live in the age of lawsuits. And yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. That is how a lot of that stuff would go. But yeah, that's what I would feel while watching it. But still very good. Still very good. Yeah, pretty much. Out. The worst part is anytime you mention it on the forums, they lock the thread and delete it. Can the YouTube community be our voice? I'm so tired of having valid concerns just to be muted. Oh, I missed something. Oh, do you believe in the 1% bug where the AI survives a lethal blow? I do, and it's been around for far too long. The game is full of glitches that we've overcome with every new update. Okay, so the 1% bug is, for me, a visual bug. I don't think that it survives a death blow. I think that their final calculation is extending that 1%. So, for instance, every time I've died, and there's been like a 1% thing, it's never the same number, which would then indicate that there would be some kind of a bug. Like, let's say every time you died due to a 1% bug or whatever, and you come back and you look at how much health that particular champion has left. If it was like the same number each time, like 725, then I would think, yeah, okay, there's a bug. There's always 725. My thing is, I think they don't know how to calculate that last 1%. I think that last 1% is a larger number than 2%, 3%, 4%, 5% in terms of, you know, kind of stacking the damage on. Because I don't think they can show you 0.12. They're rounding it up. If they can't round it down, if they round it down, it goes to 0, and they can't show you a 0.5%. So everything under that particular area gets pushed up to 1%. Whether it's a true 1% or between 1 and 0. Does that make sense? That's what I've gotten from the 1% bug, because I've looked at it each time and I hate seeing it. I hate seeing it because it feels bad. But this goes back to that thing I was talking about with Kabam and how the AI reacts in certain things that feel like you're being cheated. If that makes sense. Do I think he'll go over 2.5? I would be safe and do like 2.7, 2.8. I think there is a bug because no 4-star can survive Scarlet Witch SP2 in Arena because it crits more than the opponent's health points. In Arena, maybe there's a problem. The only way I've been able to look at the 1% bug in any kind of like scientific manner or mathematical manner, I mean, is in actual quests where I can go back and see how much health is left. So here's the question: is can we consistently go in with an SP2 in against a 4-star in Arena and get a 1% result each time? Is it random? Does it happen at random? And if it does, you know, those are the things that we would have to pay attention to in order to try to, you know, make a case for this or figure it out. So is it mode specific? Because it happens also in Quest. And he's gone. Bye. I noticed that if I use a special with DOT at the very next tick of damage kills them, for example, Damnation, Ghost Rider, SP3. Okay. So it's definitely random. It doesn't happen every time. Okay, so here's what I would do, because I haven't been able to I can't recreate it in any kind of consistent way that would say here's a problem. If I were you, I would, using Scarlet Witch in Arena, but since it happens at random, you won't ever know when it's going to happen. It's hard because you won't be able to record it either. My thing would be to fight, take down all the damage that was done, doing an SP2 at the end, and then having them survive the 1%. And then counting how much health is there and then how much is in the end. And then this way you'll have something solid, and then you can say, I have these masteries on, I have these masteries, I use this champion against this champion. Made the Quaco look easy. Yeah, man, you know, just having a little fun with Quakey Quake. Yeah, Charming Rogue, yeah. I feel like I need an intervention. I've gone down a rabbit hole on YouTube with endgame videos. Yeah, you just might need to stop, man. Well, are you trying to figure out what's happening with Spider-Man? You just watch the trailer. Apparently, it spoils it. But yeah, that's been my experience with the 1% bug. I hate it. But I haven't seen the bug in a way that would. I haven't experienced it in that way, where I'm using Scarlet Witch and I should have killed someone, but I don't. I've never experienced that. So that might even be device specific. What do you use, Amino? What are you on? I lost a Winter Soldier in Arena yesterday because of the 1% bug. Interesting. Are you on iPhone? Are you on iOS? Or are you on Android? I'm not sure if that makes a difference. Thanks for the response, Dave. I know trying to raise awareness on the forums gets you nowhere. It does get you nowhere, depending on how you... See, like, if people come on and they say, okay, here's what I found about the 1% bug, bam, 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 you know, and try to throw some proof with it, it kind of helps more so than, you know, than trying to just say, hey, there's a bug, check it out, you know. And even still, even if you come with proof and you come in there hard with everything, that doesn't always give you what you're looking for either, so. Haha, can't be a T, Killer BZ, what's going on, bro? Looked away for a second. Okay, now we're back. We're back. Yeah, man, we got that that OGV. I was totally not expecting that yesterday. That was very humbling. Okay. BZ. You run an iPhone 8. I mean, that should be fine, man. Family's good, man. Family's good. We're just getting ready to go out of town for a few days and getting everything ready. Going out of town is a lot different when you have kids than when before. Before you just kind of like pack your little weekend bag and jump in the car and you go. Kids, you got to bring like the whole house with you. At least for the first kid, you gotta be like, I gotta make sure you got this, gotta make sure you got a bib, gotta have a bag, gotta have the stroller. Should we bring the stroller? Should we bring the stroller? No, we're not bringing the stroller, but as long as we have this, you gotta have our snacks, gotta have the drinks. Can you have this? Gotta have that. It's a lot. Luckily, wifey handles a lot of that. Is OGV a game changer for Act 6.1? I've heard, man. I've heard. Gotta have 18 pair of pants for a day, K0. Yeah, man. Hammurabi, it's about killing streaks and having people grind again. When there was uproar about the 1% bug after 5 combos, they moved to the 4th hit of the combo for a bit. It's back to happening pre that move now. Ah, yes, baby wipes is genius. Not only for the baby. Gotta say. It's got other uses. More than one uses. Multi-use. Oh, well, there that is. I almost loaded that up. I would have been in trouble. How's baby girl while traveling? My daughter hated being in her car seat, made traveling a nightmare. Well, I usually end up going with my parents. You know, that really helps out a lot because they sit in the back with her and she's entertained the whole time. But she doesn't mind. She'll just sleep or she'll talk with us or she'll play with her toys and stuff like that. So she's all good. I've been watching very carefully, Dave. Too much time. Hammurabi asked my... No, that's okay, man. That's what it's all about, man. That is what it's all about. Costco is clutch on the wipes. I am with you, man. I am with you. Oh, I forgot not to stack up the buffs with this dude. Let's get him out. Let's get him out. OGB is actually one of the best Havoc counters, especially on Node 24, because Buffet eats armor ups for the other counters. He's such a valuable champ to have. Maybe Dave should learn to read. You know what? I don't think we've run into too much of the 1% bug on the stream here. I get 1% bug mostly in Quest, not so much in Arena. There we go. Morning, Dave. Your community appreciation was definitely shown yesterday. Yes, man. Well, my community appreciation, I'm always appreciative, man. This has been like the funnest 2 years with the community. Now I just have to work on making it fun with the YouTube people. I'm gonna figure that out at some point. Cull is the next big thing. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm excited to see what Cull is about, man. Excited to see what that's all about. I just figured it, the more it's discussed on YouTube by influential people, the more likely Kabam will acknowledge the issue. I mean, I guess that's kind of how it worked a long time ago. You know, like 2 years plus. Kabam has a really good group of people from the community that go through these things like all the time. You know, so it's not like people aren't being heard, which is why I think Seaton put out a tweet the other day saying, you know, talking about the CCP and blah blah blah. Fact of the matter is, you know, we're all under NDA, so it's not like we can say, hey guys, guess what? We're discussing this, and this, and those things you complained about yesterday, yeah, they hear it, they're working on it, and you know, but we don't have any dates, but we were just talking about it yesterday, and here are the details about that. Like, nobody is allowed to do that. So what that does is it builds up this kind of disdain for a company that seemingly isn't listening. When they are, like, they take in all this stuff. They have them on, you know, on lists, and they have them in their meetings, and they try to find out which is the best thing to run and when, and blah blah blah. But nobody can talk about it. So my criticism for all of that is that it needs to be more open, which then opens up some accountability. Yeah, sure, you can't get to everything, and that's gonna be what it is. But that's the price that you pay. You know what I mean? You're still salty about that, Iceman. It's all good, man. You can be salty about the Iceman. You know, and so that's I think they need to figure out a way to do that. You know, maybe that comes in the form of a bug board or something like that. You know, like, here's your complaint, here's where we are with said complaint. You know, it's been received and logged, and you know, but we're working on these things at the moment, so these things are second tier and third tier. Can you imagine if people face the 1% bug against your Iceman? Oh man. Man, that Iceman thing is never going away, man. That's never going away. Isaac Bretham, please do a bit on Spider-Gwen against Nameless Thanos. I do have a rank 4. But she's not duped. I don't know. He was so easy to beat, I don't know why people went buck wild with it. It's because what was required to win that match were things that people on a whole did not practice. That would be my assessment of so much of the anger. So that Iceman fight required you to dig deep and really start taking a look at your roster, which is why I created it. I created it that way for a very specific reason. One, I wanted to screw over all the blades because everybody was blade. So yeah, your blade, nah, ain't working here. Safeguard Iceman, it was a matter of locking into a rhythm and repeating it with consistency and skill. That's what that was. The cold snap at the beginning, they only had him at a 20 at a 20 sig level. He was only at level 20, sorry, and he could have been much worse. He could have been much worse. So I wanted people to dig in and really look at their roster and get to understand the relationships in the game. Because you never look, like, you'll see someone like Jane Foster and everybody laughs at her, but no one would ever figure that was a viable champion to take up against Iceman, because before Bishop, she had the highest energy resistance in the game, if I remember right. People like Rogue would have gone in there and shrugged off that cold snap quickly, not fully, but it would have gone through fast. You could have gone up with a tech champion. Tech champions would have lowered the amount of damage taken from that cold snap. You could have used items. You could have increased your health, as well as your attack. Well, not really attack, because you had safeguard, but you could increase your health. Tick damage champions would have done it. I can't take Cull in there. I'm not allowed to use him publicly. Or in any kind of competitive content like Arena, so I can't do any of that right now. You can only see his profile in my account. That is all. That is it. But yeah, man. Why isn't Ghost Rider fire immune? Well, apparently his fire isn't actual fire; it's hellfire, which is not the same as incinerate fire. So therefore, that is how they decided to do it. Iceman was easy once you figured him out. G-Thor handled him easy. Yeah, there it was, man. I was not a good player and I got him down. Well, that's how the game makes me feel. I'm not good, or it's the bugs. I would never know. So I'm done with this game. Dude, don't feel bad, man. This game makes me feel like I'm not good at it sometimes. So no worries on that. Go. It's not just about screwing blade. Well, yeah. Also, yeah, the safeguard. I wanted to safeguard against like big hits, but I also wanted to hinder against breaking the ice armor, anything outside of parry. Now, I was very, very nice. I was very, very nice in that fight. I had safeguard and I had I forget what the other thing was. I could have done other things like Arc 2.0. That was one of the options. I could have gone stun immune so that you never break his ice armor at all. Let's see. Prof almost got in trouble for music, so might need to check self, man. Nick Black, I'm not worried about that, man. Everything you hear on the channel is original tunes from Dorky, Diggedy, Dave. That is how we roll. Let's see. That makes sense, Dave. Ghost Rider, how Kabam did it. Yeah, that's you know, I think Kabam's actual response was he was too OP, so we had to do that. Why is Iceman not cold snap immune? Well, probably for the same reason that well, actually, let me make sure. Human Torch is Incinerate immune, but he's not Nova Flame immune, right? If I remember right. I think so. Iceman should be cold snap immune. I don't know. I look at it kind of like, you know, when someone throws a toot out, you know, even though it wasn't even though you can throw your own toots, someone else's toot might subdue you and make you leave. You know what I mean? You should be immune to it. That's how I equate Iceman's cold snap issue. My immature way of thinking. So how is a poison immune champ immune to spirit venom? With the human torch, he can burn even fire immune champs. I don't know, man. None of it is consistent in any kind of logical way where you can go and be like, well, if this, and this, then this, and this. You know, it's not like an SAT question. It just doesn't work. Travis Mack, yeah, you know, I tried my best, man. Tried my best. Out. I would think Ghost Rider would be poison immune, seeing as he doesn't have blood. But he's made of ice. If you were made up of, if I was made up of fart, then fart should bother you. I mean, I guess. I don't know. He should. I mean, technically, he should be. Maybe the other guy's cold snap is just colder. Oh, they did say he has bones. Okay, so he has bones. So I guess he should have like marrow issues. Is that what they're talking about? This conversation is going down fast, man. Is Carnage a good champ or great champ or bad or worse? Carnage is great, man. I think Venom is better, but Carnage is pretty good and has it's a lot of fun to play. Bones can get poisoned. I guess that they can. I'm guessing that they can. We were discussing it. May just be visual. In some cases, actually have more health than it looks. Hasn't been confirmed. Just speculation. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna talk to them a little more about that, because that has been around for a while. Have they addressed it at all in the forums? I haven't seen anything on it other than just kind of looking into what causes it and what makes it happen and blah blah blah. What is does anybody have any official response on the bug, or is it just working as intended, shut down? With all the talk of Iceman, can we hear the tune Iceman? Yeah, you can hear the tune of Iceman, bro. Tune in. By the way, everyone who's in the chat right now, do me a favor and just smash the like button. We want to have a lot of likes. You gotta get a lot of likes on the stream. Working on picking up that engagement on the stream. I am looking for some like love. 119 watching, 148 likes. Yes, that's what we're looking for, man. Your next song should be an Iceman song to the Hey Ya beat. Well, it'd have to be a different. That'd have to be a different one. I wonder if we'll have like a movie Iceman that comes out. That's like tons better. No. Should have waited. The habit of the game and how it works, they should tune some champs to make them playable, beatable. They can't make everything logical and similar to the comics. I mean, yeah, they have to. In terms of logical, well, what I mean by logical is not so much what's in the comics, but what works for one versus another. So there is game balance. that needs to be addressed, you know. So I mean, Ghost Rider is pretty powerful as it is. Medusa is awesome, I agree. In her 4-star variant form, mine. I wouldn't know about anything higher than that rarity. I'm back, and I saw Call Obsidian Black Dwarf. Is he CCP? Yes. Well, he's not CCP. I'm CCP. I hope I didn't load him up. I didn't load him up, right? Okay, yeah. I've loaded up CCP champs before. Yo, and they were on that. It was just like right after the stream was done, there was like an email that was like, excuse me. To continue being in the CCP and blah, 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 blah. Please do not do that again. All right, you win. You win. Cool, I got you. We understand right here. Would you suggest I fully complete Act 5 before trying to do an uncollected event? I mean, not really. Unless there's a specific thing that you need, like if you need another rank 5 or something like that, then yes, I would. One immune to all could also have a weakness from a big variety of champs. Yes, that is also true. Should I get Medusa as a 565 as my first 565? I just got her. I have to have a rank 4 blade also. I mean, a lot of people that play blade will tell you, yeah, go ahead and take them up to rank 5. I don't know. I don't know. I like blade, but not like that. You should make an album, Kappa. Kappa? Is that sarcasm? Christian Escamilla, this is there is an album coming. It'll be out on the 25th of this month. Or at least the starting of the campaign will be at the 25th of this month. And then if we reach the goal, then the album is gonna go out. Oh, it's a smug face. Okay. Kappa. Well, Dave has some internet stuff to learn then. Should I finish Act 5 100%, Variant 100%, or Act 6 completion first? Any advice, guys? Well, Act 5 requires you, to do it 100% requires you to do 5.3 more than once, and 5.3 is just an awful experience for anybody. I did not like that. So we got a little bit of a 1% plus some damage. So, it's from Twitch. Okay, that makes more sense. So that was the first 1% interaction that we got. Oh, 5.3, 5.1 done? Yeah, okay, good. KT1, what's happening, bro? Let's keep on moving. KT1 in the house, guys. If you haven't been to KT1's channel, go ahead and check him out. I don't think I've ever given him a blast on the channel. But if you haven't checked his videos out, he does a lot of one-to-one videos and has some great tips on his channel as well. So spread the love, check it out. He posts all the time. It'd be good to go check him out. Click like, subscribe, share with your friends and your mama, all that stuff. He's right there in the chats. Click on go to channel and do the do. And then after you've done so, come back here and drop a like on the channel. Or on the video, on this live stream. I'd say Act 6 completion is easier than Variant 1, I agree, and maybe even 100% Act 5. Yeah, Variant 1 is a little is more difficult than Variant 2, that's for sure. Those quick little jabs, man, they get in there. Rich Man was giving mad love to the Dork channel yesterday. Stand-up guy he is. Ah, very nice, very nice. Yeah, man, he's we try to do a little back and forth love giving to our channels. I have to clarify at the end. To amend. Oh, I had to use your special there before I got my SP1, eh? I'm waiting. I'm waiting. There it is. There it is. Venom against an Iron Man Infinity War, unstoppable. Venom is so good, man. That was a great rework that they did on him. Great rework. Rich is way too close to his tortoise. That's his pet, man. Gotta give the guy a break for loving his animals. You'd rather take Carnage. That's whiskey Dave's drink thingy. Nah, that's a little too much. That's a little too much on that, man. That is just good old-fashioned cold water. And that water stays cold for 48 hours in that thing. What job do you do other than YouTube? Nothing. I just do YouTube. Do YouTube, I make songs. And I do YouTube. Oh, and I'm a dad. And a husband. That's all that together. That's what I do. How do you compare both Venom and Carnage? Well, Carnage is really fun. Like if you can get the bleeds and you can get those armor breaks in, and you get that that power gain, you just kind of lock him in the corner and you get all those unblockable attacks. Dude does some pretty great damage, especially if you know how to cycle his symbiosis, is that what it's called? Copycat things, buffs, whatever. You know, every time he gains, depending on how you finish your combo, he has a particular buff that stays in the genetic pool on a timer after you do a special. So if you gather up those furies and those precision buffs, man, dude is pretty sick. Jada Murphy thinks Venom is better. He is better in certain situations. Well, in a lot of situations, in terms of just like, kind of like raw power. Two-star Carnage soloed Act 4 Maestro with Arc Overload. Nice. Did you do that on video? I didn't see that one. With no pay till about 18 years from now? Man, 18 years was like in the 80s, bro. You're not getting any payback till they're 35. These kids are staying home these days. Yeah, I would say, I would think Venom has more advantages, man, in terms of just raw power. Yeah, I agree. What did I miss? What did I miss? I think I got everybody. Okay, I think I did. I did. All right, we've done pretty good. We've done pretty good today. I just gotta make sure I get to my 1.6. So KT1, what are your thoughts on the 1% bug? We were talking about whether the 1% bug actually exists in terms of not counting damage, or basically discounting damage and keeping it at 1%, or is a 1% bug a visual bug where there is a larger amount of health in that calculus between 1% and 0%, and since anything above 0 essentially is still 1% because they're not going to show you a 0.5% or a decimal percent. it just shows up as 1%, whether they have 2 health or they have 2200 health, whatever counts as 1%, even if it's close to 0, because it looks like those calculations aren't done using floor, they're done using ceiling or seal. Come on, bro. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Not sure, to be honest. I think it's a visual bug because 1% on big opponents is bigger than it seems. Yes, that's what I was thinking as well. And it could be a mix of both, because what other people are reporting is that they'll use like Scarlet Witch to, just kind of take them out, and it'll still leave them at 1% when you know that there couldn't possibly be enough health in the pool to for that champion to survive. So yeah, and I think where it actually legit happens, I think might actually be a lot less, in that it's kind of rare, because like I say, if you can't go in and reproduce it over and over and over and over again, then it's just something that kind of happens at random. So I'm more inclined to think it's more of a visual bug than anything. No, just as I typed it, yeah. Wait, what? Just as I typed it? What did you type? What did you type? Type what? I guess I missed it. Or did I say what you said as you typed it? Oh, I don't know. Whatever. All right, so 672, we were at what? I forget what we started at, 300 something? Whatever. So I'll be able to get this a little bit later on today. So we got through all of those, so that is fantastic. Let's go grab some booty. Oh, the mix of both things. Okay, got it. Like, comment, and subscribe. I like that, Osiris. We can do that, man. That's what you guys want to hear? Alright, yeah, we'll do that when we get we get the booty. This is the booty song, apparently.
Yo, and I'm rich, and I'm good. I'm so rich, and I'm good. I'm so rich now, and I'm good. I'm so rich, and I'm good.
That song is so stupid. Oh, shoot, man. I like and say hi the second I get here. What's happening, man? I didn't hear from you much, unless I missed it. Hope I didn't ignore you today, bro. All right. I don't use my generic AGs for anyone. I just hoard them. MCOC too. I mean that sounds like that might work out for you at some point. Look at all this stuff. See, I got all these 30% just sitting here. I like buying that deal yesterday, so I have a bunch of energy. I should just do a bunch of content with all these extra all these extra boosts hanging around, or at least do a few arena rounds with a boost on. I should have done that today, actually. It would have been a lot faster. Oh yeah, no worries, man. No worries. All right, what else do I have? Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I've cleared up at this point now. Now can we go in and get... No. He's in the match now. Oh, we only have 2 hours. I was sitting there kind of waiting it out. It's so much easier with Corvus to take that fight, but I am one fight less, so I'll gain that when I get to to Omega Red. Let's see when he finishes. If he finishes. No, we'll wait it out. I'll let you type in caps. I always read it like you're yelling, even though I know you're at work. Yeah, it does feel like he's yelling a little bit. I do agree. I do agree. Best counter for LOL Magic, except Egon, as mine is just rank 3 5-star. Archangel? Archangel? Might help you out. Alright, we're just waiting this one out. Just gonna sit and chill for a little minute. Generic AGs are too valuable. No one is worthy. Man, I used mine on. I used my a generic awakening gem on Archangel when I got him. Oh, there you go, KT1. Night Thrasher shreds magic, whistles. I don't have a Night Thrasher. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Actually, I don't have any of the new champs other than Captain Marvel, which I got lucky on. Other than that, a lot of the new ones just kind of escaped my grasp. I was not fortunate enough. Whew, well, he got him down. That was a long Gulk fight. It's so much easier with Corvus. Alright. Only got two here. Alright, goodbye. Omega Red. Alright, and then we move on to... The pain of getting a natural dupe after using a generic AG is too much to bear. Well, you know what's gonna happen. You can't run away from it, man. You're gonna have to dig in at some point, bro. At some point. The real deal. Thank you very much, man. Thanks for being a good friend. I appreciate it, man. Same to you, bro. Did she just break my block? What in the heck? Are you kidding? Dude, she freaking broke my block. I was waiting for her to come at me, man. Okay, I'm gonna have to show you. Because I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Here it comes. Instant replay time. I don't even... And then after that, then I'm just like, I don't feel like playing. I specifically sat there and waited. Here it comes. Boom! Boom! See? I wanted to attack into her block, boom, and then just wait. And then just wait. Watch it. Bink! Gone. Bink! That's fantastic. And then I got thrown off. I wanted to back off and make space, and she threw her special as I did that. So there that is. There that is. It wouldn't be an AQ match if something like that didn't happen. Between that and war, well, might as well just kill everyone in here and get it done. Nope. And then I just don't have any, I just didn't have any inputs there, so there's that. Alright, well, that's fun. That is lots of fun. There it is. Okay, cool. Very, very cool. Well, that is my AQ for the day. I can't tell if that is because of the iPad or because the game lagged me or whatever. I don't care what the cause was anymore. You like that? Do you like that? That is amazing. I just had nothing. I had nothing. Just ate it. Beginning of the match. All right, now. I just don't even feel like dealing with this. It's like every single time, you can't just get through unscathed, man. Alright, well, let's do it. Item usage it is. Every single time. Every single time. Alright, here we go. See? Gotta pay the piper and then everything works fine after that. That's just my own theory. Pay the piper and the game will work fine. Shoot, man. Alright, let's see. Who does Oot have? He's barely going to be able to take that. I'll heal her up a little bit. Okay. After the duel you had me do the other day, that fight went like a breeze this morning for me. Nice, nice. Yeah, I mean, it's normally a breeze, but you know, every so often you got to pay the piper. He could have got me there. That synthesis happened right at the right moment. Need a little bit more health here. Just a little bit more health. I normally have my Proxima pretty stacked up here, but I had a few issues earlier on. out of there. See? The game works just fine when it works fine. When it doesn't, it doesn't. So, all good. Alright, so what do we got here? Cap see, this is where I would love to see, like, remember, like, the little dev please be like, okay, Iron Cap, how much energy you got? Do you have enough energy to move up? Can you move up a little bit? I have no idea. You take out that old man Logan. Can you show your 6-star roster? Sure. 6-star roster coming up, man. Coming on up. Six-star all-star. Right there. There they all are. I don't really know how this this champion index thing works. Because it doesn't exactly show me who I don't have in 6-star. Those aren't the only champions that I don't have in 6-star. Or champions that are supposed to be coming out, I guess? Or is that this month's? Or the last couple of months? Is it true, though, game favors paying users with rigged, better AI and better RNG drop rates? No. No, I can't imagine that that's true. I don't know. I don't think so. I know a few people that quit that used to spend money on the game that just didn't get the RNG, didn't get the rolls, threw mad money down, didn't get it. It only shows what champs you don't have in any rarity. Ah, in any rarity. Got it. 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 That makes a little bit more sense. Derek Loftus says, I don't really want to buy units, but only have enough for the first vision deal. But I do have a Tech Awakening Gem. Decisions. Well, I would wait on that Awakening Gem until after you see Mysterio, and then see how you feel about that. But yes, it should show per star who you have. That's how I would see it, because this is confusing, especially when you filter down to a particular rarity, and then it just shows you like this random list. But it's all in any rarity. So the best way to look at this would be like this, period, I guess, right? All the way down. Is there a way to filter champions? There you go, unowned. I mean, that's kind of crazy that I only don't have these champions out of all the champions in the game. Interesting. You got owned. All right, now I'm just wasting time, just talking junk. I think that is it. I think that's it. I think we're good to go. We got ourselves some new units. We got ourselves into the arena and all that good stuff. And that's it. That will be $10. $10 each. But you can give as much as you want. I'm basically running it through a. I'm gonna be running it through a like Indiegogo, because if there are a lot of people, because I am looking to try to see if I can get 5,000 of them out there. I don't think that's too crazy. 5,000 at $10 a piece, so I'm probably just gonna set up an Indiegogo for and it's gonna look crazy to put like 50,000, but I would actually love to make more than that, but like more people wanted to buy it. But I think that is as far as I'm going to take it. And then once I hit the goal, I will I'll release it for everybody on SoundCloud to reach the goal. And then if we get past the goal, then I'll have like a stretch goal, something like shooting a Dark Hawk video, or having like a community song written or something like that. I haven't figured out what all of those details are. Christian Escamilla dropping $2. Thank you very much, man. Super Dork rank 4 in the house. Really appreciate that. Dave, if you pop 1 cab crystal, you will get 6-star Ronin. Well, I popped 10 of them and I didn't. No, I'm not really that interested in Ronin like that. I'd be more interested in Ma as he comes around. Hi, Dave and everyone. I'm doing map 5AQ in first section on the middle path. Let's go power gain. Been running a 4-5 rogue unduped the last couple of weeks. I'm dying sometimes. On what? Like, what's going on? Ah, Mr. Nova. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I haven't played around with that too much. I know he needs Kabam's permission for what? Legend James. Oh yeah, no, I can't give any of the gameplay right now. Why do I like Ebony Maw? I think he's gonna be really good with the nullifications, with the damage. I think he's gonna be a great champ to play on defense as well. Plus, I like how he looks, and I liked him in the movie too. So it's probably more of a visual thing than anything. But yeah, I would like to go for him when he comes out. Oh, I forgot to help this morning. Whoops. Done. All right, guys. I think that is it. That is it for the day, man. That is it for the day, or at least for now. I got to come back later with the other stuff. All right, so I will check you guys later on. I'm gonna work on some more vids. Thanks for all the love. Thanks for coming by to the channel, dropping them super chats, dropping all those likes that we like so much. And if you haven't dropped the like, go ahead and smash the like button. Smash it up. Smash it up. Mash the thing, and then tell your mama to go in and then mash it up. Mash it up. I'll be back for the next Infinity Stone thing later on and see if we can actually do that line. I didn't do the second line. I wanted to rank up my cap a little more, but when I tried to rank them up, they wouldn't give me a science gem. I don't know if you guys saw that on Twitter. 22 tier 4 CCs and no science whatsoever. So I never got to rank them up, so therefore I didn't go for it. Anyway, yeah, that's about it. That is about it, man. Everett Johnson, favorite champ right now, still Iceman and Quaker is in the run there. So, stay dorky, and I'll catch you on the flip flop. Learn a little something, take a lesson, learn it all.